weather looks quite nice, but it's actually quite Baltic here. Behind me is the kart track, which I'd like to show you some action from, but instead I'm actually cleaning this, getting started to get my motorhome ready for the European rounds. And yeah, it's been sitting parked up all winter, so it needs a good clean. Just about to get started on that. But yeah, maybe if the weather picks up before we leave, we'll get out on the kart track and show you a bit of action. I started racing motorcycles as a motocross rider, actually schoolboy motocross, until I was from 10 until 16, and then after that I got my license to get my first circuit bike, and I raced 125 just in the British series and in the Irish Championship for a few years, and from then I think I was probably 21 by the time I got picked up by a team and I went super sport racing in the UK and then eventually to superbike, and yeah, this is my first ever go at World Championship, so mostly it's been domestic in the UK, but I've learned a lot over the years, and I you know, took a little bit from everything, all the different series that I've rode in, and eventually at 31 years old I've had a chance at racing World Championship. So it's funny how things turn around eventually. Half the circuits are new to me. The bike is brand new to myself and the team, so we're trying to get base setting for it at the moment. So that's quite hard work. Yeah, and you know, each country, I don't know the language for a lot of the countries, and a lot of the people in the paddock speak Spanish or Italian, so trying to pick up little bits that you can speak with different people. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration aside from just racing in the top championship in the world. So it's a big culture shock, if you like. It's different. It's different in every way. You know, if I want to do something simple, I don't know who the person is to go and see, so I got to ask somebody, and it's just learning all the faces and learning how the paddock works and who does what and how to go about things. The team started a little bit late on the project and it wasn't ready for Sepang 1. So I got to ride the ART machine from last season, the bike James Ellison rode, and it was essentially Yanni's spare bike. So yeah, we started out in Sepang 2 and we literally only got 35 dry laps or something, or at the very end of the very last day. So the time there was minimal and we still hadn't the electronics or anything working, but it gave us some laps before we went to Jerez. And then Jerez, the weather was against us, so we got very little time there. So essentially we arrived at Qatar with a very, very new motorbike that we still didn't know a lot about. Yeah, the bike doesn't chatter so much compared with the ART. It seems very stable. The actual build of the chassis seems very good. I think they've done a really good job with that straight off, but I think the electronics is the main part that we can improve on. That's quite far away from where it can be. I need to understand a little bit more on the Bridgestone tyres, how to reach the maximum and what way the chassis needs to be set up, because there's so much more grip from the Bridgestones than I've ever experienced. So learning how to take that extra grip and maximise the lap time, that I need some more time really to understand that. It's a big change, but I enjoy the travel and I enjoy seeing the new cities and going to new countries and yeah, just getting a handle on the culture where I go. So I enjoy that aspect of it, and yeah, as you say, I haven't grown up with it, but it's something I've always kind of, when I was young, I thought I'd love to do it, but I thought that opportunity had passed me by. As you say, when you're not in the Moto 3 and Moto 2 classes when you're early 20s, or now it's like early teens, they grow up in this class, in this championship. So I kind of thought that opportunity has passed me by. I haven't been lucky enough to get there. But the CRT category, for its strengths and weaknesses, some people are pro it and some people don't like it, but it's given me that opportunity at this stage of my career. I still feel I've more than 10 years left to develop as a rider, but it's nice to get that opportunity at my stage. Normally they're looking for the new kids coming through, so it's given me an opportunity to move up to the top class in the world, and hopefully I can grab it by the grab it by the scruff of the neck and just get on with it. Hopefully I can do a good job and earn the right to stay in this championship in the future. That's my goal.